89% of all millionaires were created so through real estate. And I know you've heard this all before. And the real question though is not if you can be a millionaire through real estate or if you can get rich through real estate, is if you can do it and how to do it. And Noelle is here to tell you the truth, how to do it. Yes, you can do it, and I'm gonna tell you how. Let's go. Okay, in this video, I am going to be telling you and sharing with you a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to go ahead and like this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you click that little notification bell so you do not miss any of this content. So let's talk about real estate benefits. Everybody wants to invest in real estate because they want to get rich. Real estate is going to provide you with actual assets. We call it real estate because it is a real asset. You know, it's something tangible. It's not like a stock or it's not like a mutual fund or something like it's a bunch of an intangible thing. Real estate is an actual thing, you know, something that people can live in, something that you can put your hands and touch. Is something that you can buy and sell. And so the great thing about it is assets that are real, they increase in value usually. You know, I'm not saying that stocks and bonds and mutual funds don't, but the thing with real estate is, statistically speaking, it does increase in value over time. The land that it's sitting on has value, the improvement, the property itself has value, there's tax benefits, there's rental income, passive income that you can get, and just so many reasons why people choose to invest in real estate. The issue though that I think that most people find is they think that real estate creates millionaires, which is what I said. But it's actually the other way around. They think that they have to be a millionaire to get into real estate, but it's the other way around. It creates millionaires. So I need you to really understand that quote. I tell you that because it's a real reason. You don't need a lot of money to get started investing in real estate. You don't need to know everything or have the best credit or all these other things that they tell you. You just need to know this is something that you want to do. I've just told you all of the benefits, and now we're going to do it. So when it comes to making money in real estate, the biggest and best way that most people know and understand is that you are going to buy low and sell high. You're going to find and control or buy properties that you can make money off of, or that you can buy for a low price, improve, and then sell for a higher price. That's known as fixing and flipping in most cases. I know you've seen all those TV shows, and so you're very aware about flipping properties. And that is a great way to start making money in real estate, and it's a great way to actually build your wealth. The second way to make money that most people don't really think about is the commission. That is one way real estate agents, for example, make commissions when they sell a property. So I gave you an example. You buy the property for X and you sell it for Y, and that is one way to make money. Okay, you buy a property for $100,000, you sell it for $200,000. Obviously, you've made mortgage payments or whatever. You minus that out, and then that's your profit. If you are a real estate agent, you get commissions when you sell properties. When you find a person that wants to buy or sell a property, they're going to build into the purchase price a commission for you. Real estate agents usually, generally speaking, again, not telling you any rules, generally speaking, is at about 6%. There's usually two agents involved in one transaction, an agent that represents the buyer and an agent that represents the seller, and then they split that 6% commission or whatever the commission. It could be 7%, it could be 8%, it could be 3%, you know, and they split 1.5 each. But basically, there's usually two agents and they both get paid, and that's another way people make money in real estate, through the commission. Now, obviously, the higher the purchase prices are, the more commissions you will get. So there's $1 million real estate agents and investors that only deal with $1 million properties and multi-million-dollar properties, and they pick up $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 for one transaction. And so that's another great way to get rich in real estate, is dealing with high-end properties. Another way, very simple, that most people know is about wholesaling and co-wholesaling. So wholesaling is when you do not actually buy the property, you just get the property under contract to buy it, okay? And then I'm going to assign that contract or flip that contract to someone that actually is going to take my place, and they're going to pay a little bit more. And then you, as the wholesaler, would get the difference between the two. Now, if you're the person that only found the buyer or you only found the seller, then you would do something called co-wholesaling, where you would split the commission or you would split the fee that you're going to charge. So using that same example, keeping it simple, you find a wholesale deal, you get it under contract for $100,000, you flip it to another investor for $110,000, If you didn't find that end investor, if you relied on another wholesaler to help you find that investor, you would split that $5,000 or $10,000 fee with them, and then you guys will split it. So it's very similar to a real estate agent, but in this market, it's in the wholesale market, not necessarily in the retail market where real estate agents play. Last but not least is another way that a lot of people get rich in real estate, and a way that I've made tons of money is with rental properties. So with rental properties, you have the income coming in that the tenants are paying the rent, and then you use that money to profit some of the cash, and then you pay the mortgage if there is one. And then eventually, if you kept that going, you would pay the mortgage off and own that property free and clear, and then all the money coming in would be yours. Or you could buy the property, fix it up a little bit, put a tenant in it, and then sell the property with the tenant in it. So this is kind of a combo that I've done, and I've made lots of money doing that as well. Now, I say all of that because these are all of the ways that you can get rich in real estate. Not by doing one of the things that I just named, but by doing all of them, and this last one that I'm about to share with you. So another great way that you can get rich investing in real estate is through crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is where lots of investors or lots of people, normal, unaccredited investors, just regular working people, put a little bit of money in, and we all pool our money together in, and we buy real estate and we split the profits. This is very new. I know people have said, no, I've heard this before. Yes, you may have heard this before, private money and some of the other things that have existed in the past, but we are in a new era where crowdfunding is actually regulated through the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, just like normal stocks and bonds are through, the NASDAQ and things like that. So you want to get with a crowd fund or a company that is doing a crowd fund that has been vetted through the Securities and Exchange Commission. For example, our company, 𝗎𝗏 Incorporated, it's a company where we have a crowd fund. We've pooled together, we're hundreds of investors. At the time of the recording, we have like $200,000 that we've raised. We've purchased rental properties with them. We've made them into short-term rentals, and we distribute our profits quarterly to our real estate investors. We had a couple of bumps with a pandemic and a few things that had happened after we got started, but long story short, we're back on track, and it is making a lot of money, and it's a great way for people to take a little bit of money, just a very small investment, and start investing in real estate and getting those profits back out. And I tell you this because yes, you can invest in 𝗎𝗏 if you want to go to TrueCrowd. That is the platform that the crowd fund is on, or you can go to 𝗎𝗏.com and take a look and see what the company is about and what we're doing, and learn how to crowdfund, okay? This is so powerful. I'm telling you this, I'm creating competitors. I'm totally okay with you doing this, with you either investing in my crowd fund or you getting your own. This is such a powerful way for us to start getting real estate on a faster scale. Again, when I got started in real estate, I did not have this as an option. This is something that is new, and it is very powerful, and it is a very fast and easy way, if done properly, where you can start making a lot of money in real estate, pooling together just a little bit of money. Everybody puts in $500, you get 150 people, 10 people, just think about it. If you got 10 people to put in $500, you could get properties, versus if one person only had $500, they're not getting any properties. So you gotta understand how powerful this is, and that this is something that you can do too. So again, check out our company so you can learn and see what we're doing. You can even invest in it. We've given you ways you can refer us properties and make money. You can refer us investors and make money. We've just created so many different multiple streams of income just with this one thing. You can be a part of that, or you can create your own. I'm okay either way. So please take a moment and do check out the website. Like I said, take a moment again and like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little notification bell so you do not miss any of this content. Please also go to TrueCrowd. There's also Start Engine. That's another crowdfunding platform where different companies, from established companies to startups, can go in and raise money for their companies and share the profits with their investors. It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing resource, and done legally and ethically and through the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is amazing. Check it out. This is Noelle. To your success.